Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to F1 24 and the first part of Season 2 of the Lewis Hamilton Career Mode. It has been a while since we have been with this series. Obviously, you know, we did the last season of Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes all the way back in July and June when this game came out. The last episode of this series was back in July, so I'm really excited to get into it. Obviously, Lewis Hamilton, in the very next few weeks, will be making his debut for Ferrari, so it seems the perfect time now to get back into the game and see how Lewis does. But leave a like if you enjoy. It would be absolutely amazing if we could hit 50 likes on this first video of Season 2. I'm really excited to get into it. And yeah, get involved down in the comment section, all of that good stuff. Obviously, we had the F1 launch show last night. Really enjoyed that, and the place went wild for Lewis Hamilton, who was looking rejuvenated. He was looking happy. And fingers crossed he will be back to his best, because I think that is what Formula 1 needs. Now, we do have some driver moves to let you know of. Lando Norris is going to Red Bull. Sergio Perez has gone to McLaren to replace Norris. Sainz has moved to McLaren to replace Piastri, so he's returned there. We've moved to Ferrari to replace Sainz. Piastri has gone to Mercedes to replace us. And then it looks like Théo Pourchaire has gone to Haas to replace Kevin Magnussen. Can't tell really if there's any other driver moves in there. It looks like Kick Sauber have kept the same lineup. Haas have kept Nico Hülkenberg. Daniel Ricciardo is still here. Add VCARB. Logan Sargent is still at Williams. We've got Ocon still at Alpine. And other than that, everything else looks about right. So Kevin Magnussen is the one to have left. Obviously, there's a big look at last season. We finished second in the championship behind Max Verstappen. We managed to win 6 races last season, actually. But it was very sort of inconsistent. We had a few DNFs in there as well. It wasn't our best, I don't think, and you know, we do need to bring that back. We did have 2 of the last 3 races being victories though, and of course we basically cheated to win the last race of the season. We may or may not have caused some collisions in that one, maybe even with our new teammate Charles Leclerc. If you look at the Constructors' standings, Red Bull, of course, won the Constructors last year ahead of Mercedes in second. Ferrari finished third. McLaren only fourth. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I am having a little look at some of this mail. Sometimes you get to update career stuff and whatever. I have no idea what all of this is, if I'm honest. There we go. But yeah, I have updated the driver ratings, so they will be the latest ones. Yeah, that seems fine. Got some stickers there, happy days. And another EA Player reward, which is cool. Right, okay then. Quick look at R&D. We haven't got many R&D points, but Ferrari's performance, I mean, we're currently 5th looking at that. Behind Red Bull, Aston Martin, McLaren and Mercedes are very much near the top. So we're going to need to develop this car a little bit going forward. I don't think we have enough R&D points to do anything right now. Our contract is obviously for 2 seasons, I believe. Well, actually, it's 3 seasons, all the way to the end of season 4. So, yeah, we can obviously break our contract. We have 1 opportunity, but we're not going to do that. And we have got slightly higher recognition than Charles Leclerc. Some of our accolades, obviously, with Lewis Hamilton, we are still 44 away from 400 race starts. We are 12 away from 125 pole positions, still 16 away from 125 race wins, 3 away from 75 fastest laps, and 1 championship away from number 8. We have got a heated rivalry with Charles Leclerc as our teammate and our championship rival, and driver rating rivalry. All of them are with Charles Leclerc, and we can see our rating over the last year or so. We have gone up in most of our statistics, except the pink one. Is that focus? I assume that's focus, yeah. And our overall rating is 92, which is pretty awesome. And we are the second best rated driver in Formula 1 behind Max Verstappen. Lando Norris is just behind us. Sainz, Russell, Alonso are right up there. Perez is obviously dropped down a little bit as well. And as you go down, you can see Ollie Behrman, for instance, is up there. Yeah, cool. So I thought I'd just sort of update you on all of that. Specialists, keep tyres below that. Complete the weekend with no more than 2 collisions. That sounds good to me. Complete 7 laps in practice, so we'll probably do that. I think, can you only do 1? Maybe you can't. Complete a lap using 2 sets of tyres. That's probably realistic. And do the race strategy we're not on different. No, we'll perfect it. Yeah. That all looks good to me. And obviously, in terms of difficulty rating, we have been running reduced resource rates, default for the AI, fault frequency, standard, fault types high. All of that is on there. And our AI difficulty is currently 102. I'm going to leave it at that for now. These are the assists that we run: automatic gearbox and corners only on the dynamic racing line, full traction control. Everything else is off. Anything else? Rules and flags? Yeah, strict corner cut in, immersive pit stop experience, safety car increased, safety car experience immersive, formation lap. We'll keep that on broadcast probably. And here's the simulation settings. I think everything is fine on that. But yeah, I thought I'd just sort of update you on all of those little settings. But let's continue on then. We get our weekly resources, which is nice.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
So now, can we afford anything? It doesn't look like it, does it? Can't even afford that. Okay. All right, keep going then. They want us to be competitive from the start of the season. Okay, let's go to the grid reveal then. And here it is. Here's the Ferrari car for the season ahead. I always did think that was pretty cool. Anyway, let's push on. More weekly resources there. And then we've got, of course, the Bahrain Grand Prix. So let's have a little look at some possible stuff. Where are we struggling the most? It doesn't actually say too much, but our current performance is nowhere near the potential in the chassis area. So I'm thinking let's have a go at that. So we've obviously got Rear floor under tray, that's possible. Yeah, maybe we'll go for that. And that will be ready for us in a couple of weeks' time. Right then, let's push on to the Bahrain Grand Prix race weekend and see how it goes. It is going to be nerve-wracking. Are we going to get through to Q3? That's a big, genuine question, I think. You know, looking at our performance, I'm not sure we necessarily are going to get there. You know, we're the 5th best team. We're going to be fighting with Red Bull and Williams and possibly Aston Martin for those. Don't think we're going to be anywhere near pole position. But we'll give it our best shot, that's for sure. So let's get ourselves into practice 1.
The long wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back. So much unknown before we get underway. So what will be going through the drivers' minds as they get ready for the new season?
The faster you can work around the circuit conditions and get the car tailored to your liking, the better. And then you can just focus on the job in hand in terms of lap times. But first of all, you've got to get the car feeling right.
Okay, so I'll see you guys for qualifying then.
Under the bright lights of Bahrain, it is time for qualifying. Grid position up in the air. Who is going to seize the moment?
Here we are then, Lewis Hamilton in red. And look at that, beautiful, beautiful red car. And Lewis Hamilton is in it. Let's take it on his first ever qualifying lap in a Ferrari. Pace has looked alright this weekend. So far we managed to be ahead of Charles in FP1, which was really good. Getting used to the car. Did a quick practice for FP2 and FP3 as I usually do. A decent first corner. Something quite cloudy actually. Probably means that track temperatures are a little bit down, a little bit wide there. Missed the apex of turn 4. So it's not going to be our ultimate pace here, but we're really hopeful that at the very least get within the top 15 quite comfortably. Maybe even top 10 in this session, that would be nice. Again, a little bit wide there, so just missing the apex, so there's 2 or 3 tenths definitely, at the very least, on the table here. For a second run, I had to back out of that one a little bit, just a little bit too heavy into the corner, so it's not our finest pace
P19,
here.
P19.
But we'll see where this puts us as we come round the final corner now. Decent run up to the line. DRS open. It's a 128.4. That does put us fastest for now. And ahead of Russell. And signs in the McLaren. I think that is pretty good actually. Alonso goes quicker, 28.1, so 3 tenths quicker for the Aston Martin. Now we're expecting Mercedes and McLaren to be the quicker cars.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's
Aston Martin are definitely up there, but it's interesting that we're ahead of both Mercedes cars in Russell and Piastri. But we'll see how this develops throughout the session.
At the end of this lap, please.
It's going to be quite tight of whether we make the line or not here with 12 seconds to go. We should be comfortably through anyway. We've just gone back out there for security. Are we going to make it? Just, wow. Just made it. on the buzzer, if you like, of Q1. Are we going to be thankful? Or not? That was a pretty poor first corner. Already lost a tenth or so. A little touch of overtake just to try and get that back. Yeah, not good through turn 4 either. Missing that apex again. Sargent gets out of our way. Yellow flags there. Very briefly up on our previous time. Now 2.5 tenths down. So P9 is what it is. At the moment, it looks like that's how it's going to stay. We're just not quite there with these scrub tyres. The pace isn't quite where we want it now. We did miss the apex here before, so a bit of time on the table, but caught the curb that time. Gained a little bit of time, not too much. Whoa! Well, that's the end of that. And it's not worth pushing too hard here. But yeah, it seems these tyres have only got one good lap in them. Let's return to garage, and that is going to be the end of Q1. Should be comfortably through. And we are in 9th place. Oscar Piastri, interestingly, the fastest of anybody at 1:27.9. Fernando Alonso's first time. Very, very good. But yeah, very, very good. Max Verstappen there in 3rd. Charles Leclerc 4th. 2 tenths ahead of us at the moment. Going out in Q1 then, it is Alex Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Zhou Guanyu, and Théo Pourchaire. Right, here we go then for the end of our lap in Q2. Up we come to the line, and there we go. We go fastest to 1:27.9, matching the fastest time from Q1. This is good stuff so far from us. That was a really nice lap. We hit every apex, no little lockups or anything like that. It was a beautiful lap.
Now the tank's pretty much empty.
Now, obviously, we're expecting that there will be a little bit of track evolution. Alonso again goes second, so Fernando Alonso is looking hot out there at the moment. Let's get ourselves back into the garage, refueled, and ready to go again. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think we need to go out again. So we're going to stay in the garage and we're going to bank on that time getting us through. Let's see what happens. Well, there you go. We do get through. We are fastest in that session, but look at the huge shock there. Charles Leclerc is out in Q2. P11 he's out in, so we out-qualify him in our first race together as teammates. He was slower than he was in Q1. Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg and Sargent all going out with him. Well, here we go then. Let's see if we can put in a good pole position time here in Bahrain. Set up the lap nicely. DRS open. Stay to this left-hand side. Try not to hit any of the grass as we head into turn 1. It's not too bad. Little lock up there, so probably left a tenth or two on the table. But next part of the lap is huge. Get your braking point correct there. Slight miss of the apex. And that's fine. That's not though. And that's going to be the end of that first lap. So we'll keep the battery charged. We'll have to go again. We're only going to get one run at this. Well, we only get one chance then at doing this.
Okay, 1 minute remaining, just 1 minute.
Let's see what we can do. I think Perez is currently the guy on pole position at 1:27.4. He seems to have put in. But everybody is out there putting in another lap. We've got no real way of having a clue of where this time is going to be out. We just know that we need to try and nail everything. We missed the apex of that first corner. That's not going to help as we go all the way down to turn 4 here. Need to absolutely nail turn 4. And we do. That's pretty good. It's a little bit wide, but not bad at all. We did catch the inside curve again there, but we're okay. Fernando Alonso has taken pole at the moment. He's gone purple on a 27.3. He has been fast all session, and he's taken purple at the moment. Is he going to be on pole position? I think he might well be, you know. I think we've got enough in us to get to a 1:27.3. We'll give it our best shot. Let's have a look through the middle sector. Well, we're purple in that middle sector. Decent there. 10th and a half ahead of Piastri. This could get us close if we can smash this final corner. That's not bad. We now come up to the final finish line. What's it going to be? It's a 27.4. It's not pole position, but it is on the front row. Second place with Lewis Hamilton on his debut for Ferrari. Very close to taking pole. Wow, that was some lap there at the end, and we had to pull that out there.
For the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
But look at that top 3. Alonso, Hamilton, Perez. The fastest cars out there, the Mercedes, the McLaren of signs. You know, you were expecting them to be right at the front, but, well, Fernando Alonso is the man on pole position for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and we will be starting in second. Exciting times.
Months of rumour and speculation all comes to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best of course at turn 1 and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into the tight left-hander of turn 10. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Russell, Verstappen, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Sainz, Gasly, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Albon, Bottas, Ocon, Joe, and Teo Pourchaire. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And we welcome you to the commentary box overlooking the circuit. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined by Anthony Davidson. Well, welcome back. After all the testing, the build-up, it all now comes down to this.
Everyone's G'd up for this one. They've done the testing, like you say. The drivers will be revving inside, heart rates going, trying to burst out their chest at this moment. With that anticipation, who's got the speed? We're going to learn now, once and for all.
Here we go then. We are down on the track, ready and raring to go. Quick look at our setup, by the way, if you are interested. There is our setup. And, well, yeah, we need to have a think about race strategy, don't we? Are we going to go for mediums then hards? I think that's possibly wise. 20 laps, of course, around Bahrain. I'm thinking we could just undercut slightly. I think that's a wise choice. So yeah, let's get into it. And let's see what some of the other drivers have gone for.
So as the formation lap gets underway here, for the first time this season, each driver will be wanting to make an impactful start
wow,
to their
lots
season
of soft
by
tyres
earning
there.
those crucial points and getting a confidence booster right from the off.
So lots of soft tyres is the choice. However,
so as
lots
all
of
the
us
cars
on
take their
mediums.
positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race.
But we have
But the
got
question
to try
I'm
and
asking
stay ahead
is which teams have got it right and which teams have got it horribly wrong.
of the 2 Red Bulls and is it George Russell? Who's the other one on soft tyres? Yeah, I think it is George, and then the 2 Red Bulls. But yeah, pressure on this start. First start that we've done for, well, however many months, 8 months, is it? Lights out, away we go then for the 2025 season. What a start off the grid, and we are ahead of Fernando Alonso. Can we hold it into turn 1? Alonso tries to go around the outside. We are fine though. We are ahead of Fernando Alonso. Apparently we had a collision with him. I'm not sure I agree that that was anything to do with us. We stayed down the inside. Fernando Alonso did try and go around the outside there, but we just held our line. Turned in at the apex. Fernando Alonso just going a little bit too deep into turn 1, and he did catch our rear wheel. We're a little bit lucky. There's no puncture there, but Fernando Alonso side by side with our former teammate George Russell. But it's Lewis Hamilton that leads the Bahrain Grand Prix. Imagine if that happens in a couple of weeks' time. That would be absolutely incredible. But very good start for us there. Off the line, we were absolutely perfect. Great reaction and great amount of revs, and we had the traction straight away from turn 1. Now, got to try and break that DRS range to Fernando Alonso. We are going to use a little bit of overtake just to help us out there. And if we can get more than a second ahead, then we can start to build our lead. Because of course DRS does get enabled after 1 lap. Yeah, we seem to have more traction going into the corners than Fernando.
DRS is being enabled.
The trouble is that we do not have a good amount of straight line speed, so Fernando Alonso will have DRS here. But if we can stay ahead of him for now, we'll probably be alright. Just try and keep on our line throughout these first few sectors. Yeah, that seems okay. It's about trying to look after these tyres and prolong them a little bit. I think the soft tyre runners are going to start to struggle very, very soon. Well, here comes Fernando Alonso then. He's going to have DRS. We take the inside line as a precaution. Here comes Fernando. He has a look around the outside. Little bit of contact, but yeah, we're all good. DRS re-enabled for us. Well, Alonso broke quite early and we've just gone for it. Very good move there. He did break quite early. We managed to hold our line down the inside. We're back into the lead of this Bahrain Grand Prix. It's going to be intense though, this, because Russell, Verstappen, Norris there within a couple of seconds of us as well.
6.6 seconds.
And here comes Fernando again. And this time he manages to stay ahead. I'm not opposed to just sort of staying behind Fernando. He's got better straight line speed, but we do seem to be a hell of a lot better through the corners. Well, Fernando Alonso going defensive here. Not deliberately. Not overtaking him just yet. But you can see how much more speed and grip we seem to have through the corners. This is in dirty air. We are just able to close in on him, so gives us a chance to look after the tyres a little bit. Well, here we go then. DRS is open.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
And we should be getting Fernando Alonso here. Around the outside we go, and we did it very tactically so that we managed to get the DRS on the pull away as well.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
We know these tyres are coming off at the end of this lap, so we're more than happy to push hard on them. Maybe even lock them up a couple of times if we need to get the best exits possible. Bottas is out now. Is that going to bring about a safety car? Oh no, he is just sort of at the side of the road. This could bring out the safety car here. We need to be ready for that if that does in fact happen.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So we're coming in to the pits here. And in we are. Very good pit stop.
There seems to have been a problem attaching the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us though and finish this race strong.
Nothing we could do there. There was a pit mistake. Means we're on 5.4 seconds now. That's going to cost us 3 seconds. That may well cost us a place on the podium.
Through to the end now.
That is how serious that could be now. Undercut though could be worth a lot here. Particularly those soft tyre runners. Their tyres are going to be running out very, very shortly. We know our tyres were
okay, Lewis,
starting to lose grip.
Save up some ERS, so let's focus on charging it up, please.
So let's see what we can do here. There's a lot of people in the pits. Where are we going to come out then? There's Alonso. And there's Russell and Verstappen. We're past Russell. Verstappen is the one. We need to get now, really.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD, or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge.
We go down the inside, but Verstappen is still there. On our inside. But we hold it. And we're back ahead of Max Verstappen and George Russell. Fernando Alonso's pit stop must have been slow. So I think we are back into the lead of this Bahrain Grand Prix.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
I don't know how quickly Max Verstappen might well get back past us here. Charles in the pits.
In for his stop now.
Verstappen go around the outside. So this is everybody else coming into the pits now. Norris is going to be coming through as well. And there we go, we are into the lead of this Grand Prix. But look at this, 3 wide into turn 1. And we hold it round the outside. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Let's have a little look at that on the replay. And you can see Russell down the inside actually makes contact with Verstappen. We just keep out of trouble. I think that's a through goes Hamilton moment there. And it's Lance Stroll, who's currently in 5th place. He's the lead Aston Martin. What has happened to Fernando Alonso? He will be absolutely devastated.
Come on.
Well, somebody's out. Somebody is out. I think it's Lando Norris. Norris is out.
Okay, don't worry about
red
that
flag.
target for now. We can work on a new objective later. Right, there's a big incident in front of you. Red flag.
Wow.
Red flag. We'll update you in the pits. Everyone's okay? Okay.
Yeah, don't know what's happened there.
A free stop. So let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
I think we want to be back on new mediums probably until the end now. I think that's what we want. Yep, that seems to make sense to me. Let's just double check. Yep, we are back onto the medium tyres. Let's head out there.
Right. Again.
Lights out, away we go. Once again, here in Bahrain. It's a decent start off the grid. Not as good as it possibly could have been for us. Will Russell have a go down the inside? No. But Verstappen has got past Russell. And Tsunoda up in 5th. I mean, it has all changed, hasn't it? It has all changed. And there's only 19 of us now. So Norris mustn't be out of the race. I'm not entirely sure what brought out the red flag then. Well, doesn't really matter now.
Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Good news is we are now pulling away from Max Verstappen. And Stroll on the hard tyres. He's going to struggle really to stay with us. Well, who this does benefit is Charles Leclerc. He looks like he is up
DRS has been
in
enabled. DRS is now enabled. Gap to your
about
teammate
7th, I think.
3.1 seconds.
Well, fastest lap of the race so far. And what's exciting is we've opened up a near 2-second lead over Russell and Verstappen. Look at that, Charles Leclerc up to 4th as well. He's right back in the mix. He's on soft tyres. Wow. Interesting. It looks like we've had a McLaren spin as well, so it's not going well for the front runners in this race. But we look like we can possibly win this race. Oscar Piastri is out. The Mercedes car, he was fast all weekend. He is out of this Grand Prix. No safety car or red flag there.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
Well, I'm hoping that that doesn't mean that we're going to be retiring from our first race with Ferrari, because we are absolutely dominating this race at the moment. We're 2 seconds ahead of George Russell. We are looking in a fabulous position to pick up 25 points, the lead of the championship, and also a bonus point for fastest lap. It's all looking almost too good to be true. This is not the fastest car on the grid this year, but we've come in rejuvenated, and ready to absolutely smash it. And we had a great qualified second, and we were competing for the win before the red flag. But I think being on those fresh tyres has really helped. And Russell and Verstappen, they're obviously battling it out, and that's allowing us to hopefully nurse the car a little bit. Four laps to go here. Not long. But we have to keep this car going. I'll tell you what, Charles Leclerc is right behind Verstappen and Russell now. Them two are battling it out. Leclerc on soft tyres. Don't know whether he's going to be able to attack the two in front, but could he make it? A Ferrari 1-2, shades of 2010, with Fernando Alonso beating Felipe Massa in a 1-2 for Ferrari on his debut. Can we do it with Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc? What is looking fairly certain at the moment is that we are going to be picking up the victory here. We've kept ourselves out of that battle, and that is really allowing us to pull some time on them. As has been the case all weekend, you know, we're quicker through the corners than those guys. It's on the straights that we're struggling. We're able to deploy our ERS on the straights because we're able to save them up. Because we're not battling at the moment, so we're able to save ERS through the corners, and that's allowing us to really push on the straights. See, Charles Leclerc is only a 10th behind George Russell in third. It's going to be very, very close, but there could well be an overtake happening very, very soon. So 1 lap to go then in this Bahrain Grand Prix. We're hoping and praying that this car holds together, that all of those bad sensor readings were just anomalies, and that we're able to pull off an incredible victory. Leclerc and Russell, they're battling it out for the last spot on the podium. Leclerc's through. He's about a second behind Max Verstappen. I don't think he's going to be able to finish second, but Russell and Leclerc, they're still battling. And Russell is back up to third. That is unbelievable. Russell is back on the podium. I don't think Leclerc is going to be able to do it now. Stroll's getting involved as well. But we are looking untroubled out front. And since the red flag, we were able to get more than a second ahead and able to push on. Fernando Alonso hasn't been near the front. He was the quicker guy than us this weekend. But it's going to be us, Lewis Hamilton, that win here in Bahrain. And part 1 of our step to 8 World Championships is already complete.
The longest winless streak of his career is over. Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag.
Well, all that off-season work clearly paying off here today. A brilliant way to start the season with a solid victory. It's a real good confidence boost as well, and you feel like that's going to really propel them forward through to the next race coming up.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
And there he is, doesn't he look good in red? And wow, Charles Leclerc did manage to get onto the podium. It's a 1-3 for Ferrari. What a start to the season. Long may it continue. 26 points in the bag. 41 for the team in total out of a possible 44. It's the perfect start, really. Couldn't think of anything better than winning the opening race in Bahrain. Really wasn't expecting that.
Exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
I still don't really know what happened to Fernando Alonso in that second stint. He just wasn't quite there, was he? But yeah, there you go. We win it. We beat Max Verstappen to the line. And doesn't that look good? Lewis Hamilton leading the Drivers' Championship. Ferrari leading the Constructors. Daniel Ricciardo in the top 10. And all of a sudden, feels like 2016 again. Let's continue on and see how that affects all of the rivalries. Well, 5 out of 6 we're beating Leclerc on the teammate rivalry. 26 points to 15 we're beating him in the championship. And we are drawing the ratings battle now because I think we've gone up. Racecraft has gone up, awareness has gone up, pace has gone up massively, focus is now up to 80, and we are now 93 rated. Beautiful. And you can see 51-49 is the split from us to Charles Leclerc in the team. Yeah, very nice. We must have passed all of them, which is very, very good. And happy days. So, part 1 of 24 of Lewis Hamilton's journey at Ferrari is over. It ended in victory. We have won the Bahrain Grand Prix. Happy with all of that. And yeah, we are heading on now to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix next time out. But I tell you what, it is close, and we're going to need to be at our best every single race to maximise our season. I think we've landed a lucky one there. People seem to be a little bit slower after the red flag. I think we could have been in a bit of trouble later on in that Grand Prix as tyre wear rumbled on, but yeah, there you have it. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.